Hey, my word, my music, with your host, Sal Negro. Here's a question for you. Do you know what goes on in your mind while you are asleep? I mean, yeah, people have dreams, some have nightmares, some have out-of-body experiences, I mean, who knows? I mean, only you would know, if you could remember and recall. In my case, as a veteran, I go through more nightmares than anything else. If I get a dream, that's a good night for me. But for the most part, I go through nightmares. That's not to say that, hey, everybody goes through nightmares. That's not to say that everybody goes through dreams. Who knows? But the question is, do you know what happens within your mind when you go to sleep? So, in the song on the This Is My Neighborhood album, when I fall asleep, I almost forgot the title. Ooh. When I fall asleep, I'm interpreting through the music what is in my mind. Now, I don't say that the whole thing is what's taking place while, when you hear this song, everything that you hear is not taking place in my mind. There are segments, but that's depending, how you want to go ahead and break up those segments. Like I said, I mostly have nightmares, but when I have good ones, I have good ones. So you're gonna hear the beat, the sound, there'll be moments that it sounds good. Then, it might be a little rough, and, that's where the bad one comes in. I mean, so there's gonna be a lot going on there. I had a lot of fun putting this thing together because I was not sure, first off, how it was going to come out, and two, what I was going to title it, because that's always been a big thing for me. And, coming up with titles. I mean, if I had it my way, everything would be untitled with a number. That way I wouldn't have to go ahead and go through much. But that wouldn't be fair to, those that listen, those that support, those that are my fans. So I do put a title to it. And this title actually reflects what I go through when I sleep. Again, the track was a lot of fun to put together. The track was put together actually in a garage when I lived in California. And it was finished, it was started in a garage when I lived in California. It was finished in D.C., in my apartment at the time over on the northwest side. And I lived only about a couple of blocks from the convention center. But it was, like I said, it was a lot of fun to put together. This was another one of the tracks that were lost from the original when the hard drive on my laptop went up in smoke. And I lost everything. So, of course, I had to go ahead and, just like the rest of the album, this was one that I had to go ahead and do from scratch. So that's why I said it started in California and it finished in D.C. But, again, it was a lot of fun to put together. Those that heard it outside the apartment during the time that I was working on it, in D.C., You know, they initially were not sure, you know, whether it was jazz or, you know, what it was until I finished it. Then they, you know, then they heard it and they were like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's what's up. You know, and I built fans from it. I mean, you know, I didn't know what to title it until I was ready to move on to the next song. And it was interesting because I heard something on the TV at the, you know, and it was probably a commercial or something about sleep products or something of the sort. And I was like, oh, you know, I have a hard time sleeping and, you know, the nightmares and everything else. And I listened to the track again, and then all of a sudden, I came up with the title, When I Fall Asleep. And I've been happy to go ahead and, you know, say that that title fits. Take a chance when you have a moment. Get on my Bandcamp. You'll find the digital, the CD, and the vinyl on the album. And yeah, Bandcamp. You'll find the vinyl at Joint Custody in DC, and also some SOM Records, also in DC, and also at Cosmic Arts up in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, limited run. Okay, so each store will only have but a few. Get your copy. If they ran out, contact me on a DM or just order it on Bandcamp until it's sold out. And then once it's sold out, that's it. So, yeah. I appreciate everyone. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them below. I read them all. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Talk to you soon. Peace and bless. Stay safe. Enjoy the music. Later.